Maybe I go Mage. Yeah, let's take a look at Mage. So we've got Fire Mage, Frost Mage, Arcane Mage. I feel like Frost Mage might provide a bit more variety or beneficial stuff to the raid with the slow. Fire Mage is fun though. It's difficult actually to make a choice between Fire Mage and Frost Mage. What do you guys think? Type in the chat. I wouldn't go Arcane Mage. I feel like it might be a bit too convoluted. It's really between Fire and Frost. Seems to be a suggestion for Fire. Fire then. Fire it is. Enhanced Pyrotechnics. We're going to go to Gruul's Lair, where it's recommended for level 0s. Buy an item. Because if you die, you lose gold. And a lot of this stuff costs 600 gold, so get something that suits your class. So flat health, intelligence, and mana regen. Available classes for heals, tanks, agility damage dealer, strength damage dealer, intelligence damage dealer. That's interesting. So can I actually have that item? Because all of that would be good for me, but it says it's available classes for heals. So if I buy that, is that actually going to work? Because there's no 600 gold item for intelligence damage dealers. It's a 400 gold item, but it's not as good. We got flasks here, but they last 30 minutes, and we're very inexperienced at this, so I'm a bit worried about stuff like that. Because whilst that's nice to give you a huge chunk of health, time will go like nobody's business. It looks like people have bought stuff that they can't get anyway. There's your answer. I can't wield that. So someone probably already tried that. So it has to suit your class. 2 items have been bought already. So I guess I will go with the Incursion Vestments. And I'll get the Health Crocodile Miss meat and the Spring Water. So we've got health. We've got mana. We've got mounts. No, we don't really have mounts. You get those later on with time. That was plus 24 gold, but my gold didn't go up. So I don't know how the gold system works in this. Looks like I'm pulling there without even trying. Oh, nice. Good hex there. It's very important to look at the spells because you don't level up very much at the very start. So you're only going to have like 1 or 2 of them at most for the boss. So before I pick anything, I'm going to have a good look. But everyone's charging in, so... And I'm pulling apparently without even trying. So your basic attacks, as well as spells, Fireball and Dragon's Breath, have a passive 15% chance to deal 1.5 times damage. Okay, cool. Damage. So we got Fireball, which you would think would be the normal ability to pick. 6-second cooldown. Critical Mass creates an unstable fire clot next to him that will attack the nearest enemies until he self-destruct. That's a weird one. Not too familiar with that. Fire Blast, which is like an ability to use on the fly. 20-second cooldown is huge, though. In a bad way. Like, 20 seconds is a long time. Dragon's Breath is cool, so I think the obvious choice here is really Fireball. We've got Enhancement, Shaman, Elemental Shaman, Demonology Warlock, Fury Warrior, Blood Death Knight. Restoration Shaman, Beast Master Hunter, Llama Fire, Mage, Felguard Pet. Ah, yeah, you get a different pet. You chose a different style of Warlock. Voidwalker Pet. How many Warlocks have we got now? Do you get 2? Oh, okay. Pull this guy back and spread a bit. He has a shockwave. It's quite nasty. There's that shockwave. I'm going to get behind him. You got the DPS up here, but that only really counts for the bosses. He's immune to spells at the moment, whilst he's in avatar form. So it looks like some players do actually get that gold that shows up. So in the starting base, you got health, mana to return to. You can use Spirit of Norse Dumu to enter Caverns of Time and go to a different raid. These are the items as we've seen, and there's the Orc Chef with the flasks. The Summoning Stone is where you'll be rezzed. If no one can use those though, we haven't got a healer that can use those items. Otherwise they're going to waste. I don't know if this map is scaled to the amount of players in it. So the damage is 45 plus 33 times my skill level plus intelligence. My intelligence is 30 plus 5. Thanks for that item. Elemental Shaman's very squishy. So you didn't buy any items? Oh, you might have bought an item but it didn't suit you. And then you couldn't use it. And it goes to someone else. So in this order, we go for the Seer, then the Summoner, then the Mage, which is Krosh, then Kigler, and then High King Morga. That's my suggestion. So, do we have 2 warriors? Or do we just have 1? So we have like 1 tank, do we? We might only have 1 tank this time. Oh, we got 1 tank and 1 healer. Okay. Let's see how that one works out. We might be able to get away with it a bit more in this, though. Because you can just kite a little bit. You'll just have to try to... You can off-tank a little bit, I suppose. Go, go, go. And so it begins. I've got a health potion I can take here whilst I've got the Felguard on me. There's the... I've got heals coming now, so I'll see if I need to take that health potion or if I can just hold on. Felguard likes me. He's almost down. Bit more focus. Right. Blue. Run if you're being focused. Go for Kigler next. Because he's almost dead. Damn. I wasn't sure about using my health potion because this could be more of like a practice run. Yeah, because the potions you don't really get back, and you don't really get gold very easily. You can't farm experience off of creatures. So they got more of an idea on how this works now, at least. DPS has been reset. But this is where you would check it. So I don't know what the stats were in the last one. Don't feel like I have mana issues. Maybe later on when you've actually got a lot more spells to cast. But most of my spells are actually on quite high cooldowns. Just got to be faster on the DPS, so he can't get so many heals off. The more heals that guy gets off, the longer this takes to get onto the next boss. There goes that Felgar. He's going down quicker this time. Oh, you got one last heal off. It's that blue guy now. Try to stay alive. So they got like 3,000 health each. After a while, High King Morga gets their abilities, so you need to sort of burst these down quite quickly. Orange one next. That doesn't sound good. I think they're going for the wrong one. They're going for Kigler, aren't they? I don't think this is possible. Oh well, I guess it's Kigler then. Hey. Feels good. There goes my last food. We'll give this one more go, and then I just have to come to the realization that we can't even do this. Why don't just host a game with experienced players doing 1v... what level? Ones? There are no experienced players in this. You're either a filthy casual or you're good. You can farm level 30 mobs that will kick your ass just as badly as these bosses. Very, very slowly. You have a better bet just trying to get past these bosses. If we get past these bosses, we've got more mobs to kill that'll level us up. Just don't be crap. Oh, the crit. He's got 800 health, the Felguard. Someone said he had 3,000 health. It might be a bit more doable to kill the Felguards then. Oh yeah, at least I leveled up and got something. Let's go with critical mass. That's the fire elemental. So I'll have to try and understand that a bit better afterwards. Orange one now. Kigler. And the boss. See, it is doable. Just gotta get good, boys. Just gotta get good. Why is the boss still not going down? You filthy casuals. Right, now we have a look at the item. That's good for an elemental shaman. I think we've only got one elemental shaman. Or someone could just try to take it without actually doing roll. Oh, there's also another item. There's strength. Strength, damage dealers, now roll. So please take the item. Strength damage dealers, now roll. For the other item. Only one class per game. I know, this is the benefit of having more different classes spread. So damage dealers or strength, if not. So Fred's like the only one really. Feels like a bit of a waste going to Fred, but there you go. That is how World of Warcraft worked. We got a new ability. I think I'm going to go with Dragon's Blast. You should buy a flask. Maybe, yeah. If I teleport back and try buying a flask. My damage is good though. I got 47 DPS there in that last fight. Increase the intelligence. Don't have to use the flask though. We can hold on to the flask. So, we got Fireball. We've got Mage creates an unstable fire clot next to him that will attack the nearest enemies until he self-destruct. Oh, okay, I see. It's just until he runs out, basically. It was a bit weird when it said self-destruct. Clot attack power. Does it actually do damage on self-destruction? It doesn't really... That ability is weird. But it just basically does damage. It's like a fire elemental. That's fine. Then we've got Mage creates a cone of fire that damages all enemies in its path. So I imagine it works a bit like Shockwave. You can't go there, we have to go left. Go kill the little boss character here. You silenced me. God. Oh, that actually is Dragonfire. Oh, but yeah, it's like the Panda's Breath of Fire. More of an AoE ability. What? We got to kill him with quicker. Faster. Okay, faster than that. If not, we got a problem. There we go. You just have to kill him before the timer. Yeah, it's a DPS check for filthy casuals. I don't know what the item was because it got ninjured, but hopefully someone's making use of it. There was some ice shard. Got to destroy the rock chunks here to get to an area where there'll be a lever. Mage, can you make me some water? No, I can't. Looks like I've got the item now. Ice crystal. 5 intelligence, mana regen. Not bad. So there's a few little greens that you can pick up here from trash. As well as more experience. Fire blast will be next. Then we got pyroblast. When we hit level 6. That's cool. Each use of any of the mage's abilities gives you a hot streak attack. When the number of hot streak attacks stacks to 12, the ability's mana cost decreases to 0. The ability has a micro stun. Okay. Wonder if it's easy to keep a track on how many stacks I have then. So our Death Knight has tanky stuff, health per second, very nice. Felguard Pet, Lee, Fred the Fury Warrior. Is this not opened? I thought we hit the lever. We hit that lever. We hit that lever, so there must be another lever somewhere. Do you deliver? Oh, no, apparently not. There's this bit over here. It's like a maze. No, I can't. This is the right way, where you guys have gone. Can anyone hex that guy that's screwing me over? That's for a tank. Someone could use that. Ogre Necromancer, below me. Didn't think ogres were intelligent enough to become necromancers. Suppose they can become warlocks though. Right, time to get Fire Blast. So we got Q, W, E, T. Tank doesn't want this item. This guy obviously only has so much. It does look like he gets bigger and bigger and then he explode. It says he self-destructs. The only way to know is if no one did damage and I put it next to something and see if it took damage. Otherwise I can't tell too easily. So we've got to come over here now. Still a tank item there. No one wants it though. Ah, there we go. He's worked it out. Snipe him. Gotta fight versus Doten now. We have to race to Doten. Save the kobold. He's our friend. Probably shouldn't be in the front though, because I'm getting all the arrows now. Kill the little bits of trash. Okay, good job. So we've leveled up a little bit from this. I think there's still a bit more to kill. Potentially could get level 6. That's an exit. Why would you go straight into that without looking at it? There we go. There's some mobs right up there without any fission. Go for the air units first. There's an item. Blaze Guard. That sounds like a DPS type item for warriors or something. So this is the DPS check. Gotta kill him quicker. Good. It's for tanks. Tanks are doing alright, aren't they? That's good for us though, because we need tanks to be kitted out. That's the main priority, really, when it comes to raiding, is you gear up your tank like mad, and then the rest of the gear will follow, because the tank will be able to allow you to kill everything. So just over time, then you'll get all the gear, all the other classes geared up. The tank is by far the most important. Because if the tank can't tank, then what's the point? You ain't going to get very far. You're saying DPS is first these days? I don't know. Maybe these days. It could be down to it being more down to sort of being able to avoid attacks, whereas back in the day, bosses just did like flat damage, didn't they? So you had to be able to absorb it. So you're talking about these days. I'm talking like back in those days. Yeah, armor doesn't tank for that much, but it's still better than 0%. I'll just keep leveling up my fireball, I think. That's really cool. Does good damage. Short cooldown. I don't know if I can aggro the boss from here. He's probably invulnerable. Yep. There's Gruul. So this was like a mini kind of raid boss area, like Gruul's Lair. You had High King Mulga, and then you would step up to Gruul himself. It was just kind of cool that they did that in Burning Crusade. And I gave you this like introduction raid. which didn't take forever. Unlike most of the other raids. Ice Burrito Cat, thank you, Dad, for gifting the sub. There's the deeps. He looks so cocky, this Blood Ale. You know he's a proper dick. Oh my goodness. Okay. Inventory is for. I'm taking that Sears car cane. That looks good. Actually, I'll roll for that. Hang on a second. So, damage, deal, intelligence. Roll now. 1 out of 100. Damn. I should have stuck with ninja in it. That's pretty nice stats, that is. There's another one. No, it's fine. It's all part of it. If you got the highest roll, you take. And then we got another one here. That can be I don't think anyone wants that. No one wants it. Okay, I'm gonna take this flask then. I'll take this item. Oh, I won't. Intelligence damage. Oh, mate, I probably already have it. That's why you can't have two of the same. So you can't late it. Oh, that's why you're being so generous, please. Who was next on the roll then? Was it Gruul Daddy? Okay. The dragon eggs have got to be maybe to give to Norse Dumo at the end, and he'll give you some cash or something. Stop killing dragon eggs. Yeah, he is. He's constantly baiting you, isn't he, this fire mage? I'm just going to do pull then. I do miss being a DPS. I was obsessed with being like the highest damage. Very competitive. Yeah, I think that probably does do damage. I might put it next to the boss next time. Not this time though, because he's going apeshit. Right, start to move. Don't get hit by those orange circles. Ah. He gets bigger and stronger over time. So we're starting to... I think we might not have enough here. Ow. No. 81. 80 DPS. 80 DPS. Should I even be going tank in World of Warcraft Classic? You're going to miss out on so much potential damage that I can do. I was always really good with it. Not being egotistic, but I was. It's very min-max when it comes to damage. Straw poll. I basically have to go tank though. But I do miss being a damage dealer, because I was insane at it. Like an old story I've probably told before was back in Burning Crusade, I used to deliberately wear the tier 1 set from Ragnaros, like that set, instead of the latest tier 2 set, because I liked the look of it, even though technically I did less damage in my tier 2 set, and I still beat everyone's damage in my raid. I think they were all a bunch of filthy casuals. I used to have the fell stuff and all that, yeah. And they used to have a go at me. They say, you should be wearing the best stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm still out DPSing you anyway, even with this. I wasn't doing it to be an arsehole. I just liked the look of it. And it was like, well, okay, I've kind of earned it in a way. If you can out-damage me, then I'll put on my good gear. That's because they needed you to carry me. There was like, what, 25 people in a raid or something. It's like, come on. There's got to be someone that can do as much as me. It's not rocket science either. Everyone is capable of doing as much damage as I can. It's just, you got to min-max it a little bit, that's all. We all have hotkeys. We all have buttons. This is like a 1.5 second global cooldown. I can't do anything much more special than anyone else can. Am I going Horde or Ally? I'm going Ally. I did have plans to go Horde because we've not really played that much Horde in my total experience of World of Warcraft, but I just prefer Alliance. Because they aesthetically look better. So I'm going for looks, which is really shallow. But the Horde stuff looks like shit. They got like a bunch of tents, and that's about it. Would the boss attack the dragon egg, since he is the dragon killer? Ah, you're using lore logic rune. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Ghoul Daddy. No, we lost him. I might have to take him. Where is he? Let's see if we can locate him. Okay. So we'll just get past this boss, so at least we can show this map off. Your Yoinky's food. So he has a demon. Oh. Guess a couple of them. Because he's demonology. He's got Shadow Bolt. So it's a bit like me, really. Firebolt, Shadow Bolt. It calls down a demonic meteor. And he's got demonic shield. So that's going to, what? Give him armor? Is that like a one and done? It's a 15-second duration, 30 seconds. Increases armor. Will take damage anything near the Warlock. And then he's got Doom. Causing a target to take damage after 20 seconds. As well as restoring mana. Okay. Why don't I loot the weapon? Oh, that's Fred. Let's give this another go. So they've had a good practice run on this. Dodge the orange sort of circles on the ground when the cavern is shaking. How much damage did the Warlock have last turn? He was actually pretty good, Ghoul Daddy. He had 39 at the end of it, but that's after the fight died down, so he probably had more than that. Because I had like 80 by the time I died. A dead DPS does no DPS though. Or does little DPS at the very least. See if I can beat. Let's go for it, boys. Remember, you can move if... Well, sometimes he actually freezes you on the spot, this boss, so you might not be able to move. Did someone just summon? Oh no, that was me. Just gotta summon these elements. Don't mind me. I need heal on this guy. Yeah. GG. There you go. Dragon Spine for strength. So let's do Iron Skin gloves. Iron Skin gloves, Fury Warrior. So Fred, just pick that up. That's straightforward and simple. Dragon Spine, if I can click on it correctly. Dragon Spine, Strength, DD, roll now. Did Fred die? Of course he did. Here he comes. He's contemplating life right now. He's not sure what to do with himself. There he goes. Wait. He's thinking about life again. Alright, here we go. It's fascinating just watching how someone moves. Okay, so the Dragon Spine can even be nicked. So, did people roll for that item? Dragon Spine roll. Go! Roll. Oh my goodness. Okay, and Wicket, I'm just gonna nick it. Unless there's another intelligence damage dealer. Oh, there is Elemental Shaman actually. Wait, please. Roll. Sorry. Aha! I think that's a weapon, isn't it? So it's main armor. So if I drop these, I can put that on. Ah. There you go. GG. That's it. So there's a test. We can always check out the next area. There's no portal over here. I think we got Hearthstone. Wherever that goes. I mean, we're going to beat the whole of TBC. I don't know about that. Speak to Nozdoomu. He'll take us out. So that's the first area. Cancel the flask. How do you cancel the flask? I mean, that's partly how I did so much damage as well in that last fight, to be fair, was the flask is a huge damage boost. So this is the next area. But I don't know if we can do this, because they had level 30s in this area. But where else do you go? So you can buy your stuff again here. And typically farm. Farm for the good stuff. Felguard has Cleave, or Axe Toss actually, so it's an ability. And this guy can consume. Restores health over time. Ah, they're level 7 actually. So they are quite doable. Yeah, no, I think this is doable. Okay. Let's try that again, shall we? Ow. Tank. I think you can actually put that on a player. So you should really be putting that on the tank, I think. Ah, Pyroblast. Where's me Pyroblast? What? 2,000 mana? Oh, I see. But you cast it when it's free. So I've got to work out that stack thing. Warlock Shield gives intelligence as well, does it? I didn't see the intelligence go up. I think it's based off your intelligence. It just increases armor and does damage to stuff near it. If the target of the spell is the Warlock itself, then the effect of the ability is doubled. Got some more meat, boys. Meat's back on the menu. Let me know when that Pyroblast is available. That's for heals. Kill the tower, maybe. Oh, I got Pyroblast available. Kaboom. Okay, maybe we fall back. This just got a bit dirty. No! No! I lost my Warlock. Witty wipe emote. That does sound bad. Warlock's back, boys. So I have to assume I've got the stacks because that's now free. And that'll stay... The good thing is that stays free, so even if I cast another spell, it doesn't use up the... Your next spell costs 0 mana. So you just need to keep casting spells until that becomes available, really. You can also Axe Toss, resummon the pet, and Axe Toss again. You could do that, but that might be a bit much, considering I'm controlling another character. And then his pet as well. It might be a bit more effort than I want to put into.
What? Huh?
Demon form. Oh, nice. Sounds like a certain Illidan type character. A certain metamorphosis. Attack speed is increased, as well as spell damage. And his attacks do 150% damage. Has quite a long cooldown on it, though, I think.
They'll all be mine in the end.
There he is. Oh my goodness, it looks like it as well. Although everything else looks like it, so... Whoa! Okay, he's not that tanky. I mean, he looks like a big demon, but he's not quite as tanky as Illidan. I need a tank, like, to stay at the back, to take the hits.
What? Huh?
Spell guards still go strong, because they're invulnerable. So this ability here to give yourself health doesn't seem to make sense. Oh, restores health to the Warlock. Ah, I see. Now that makes sense. Or can it... Unable to target one of your own units. Oh, it strikes an enemy, dealing damage and restoring health. Oh, okay. See, I understand now. This dude looks familiar. He looks a bit like Kargoth. What happened to your hands? That's gotta suck when it comes to wiping your ass. He's probably going to do some Blade Storm type ability. Is that Beastmaster ability? I hear the call of the wild. Alright, so avoid those thingies. Those scary things. Oh, he's focusing me and I can't move. Quick, shield me. I gave myself a shield. The demonology thingamajig. There we go. No, now it's the Warlock. Ah, it's my mage. My mage. He's dead. He's doing more damage, I guess, now. No! He's tough. He's a cheeky chap, this one. He's a toughie. Doesn't show the healing, though. Or does it? Do we not have healer? Or is it just not working for healing? Can confirm, no healer. Hello, Kira. Yeah, one healer is pretty tough, to be fair. We'll see what we can do, though. I'm glad that we at least got to do the Gruul's Lair, so that was fun. Right. Have we got everyone? I think so. You're the man now, Doug.
Thunder. Attack.
I think when he's frozen someone on the spot, I'll try to do the stun that guy does. Because that reduces the amount of damage he can do, at least for a short while. No! Warlock's down. He just, like, one-shot him. Oh, well, this is going to be rough now without the Warlock DPS as well. I feel like this one went worse.
Our allied hero has fallen.
It might be because it did.
I don't mind the coward. Our hero has fallen.
What about those flasks? I'll get a flask for the Warlock. Have I still got a flask for my Mage? Probably not anymore. Save it and try the next lockout. So you mean save it, then reload the map so you can do the trash again or something? Nah, that's alright. I feel like we've done a good job of exploring the map. We'll just see if we can do this boss or something. Maybe this area and then be gone. The gold loss is pretty harsh, yeah. Not sure if the gold loss is necessary. It's not a huge amount there. I still have plus 40 damage. So I'm going to get damage for the Warlock as well. Almost tempted to get him health. Because he dies. I'm going to go with health actually.
Inventory is full.
It's neat though, isn't it? This is a really neat little custom game. Overpower. It will receive triple damage. Oh, that might have been what did it. Almost need like 2 tanks to swap. Each 25 seconds, chooses a random target and deals 70% of the maximum health. 12% of the target is a heal. Every second. For 10 seconds. So it needs a heal, otherwise it will die. Just gonna activate that, get that going. Fred. No. No. Can we save him? I want shield on you, but I couldn't put the shield on you. Ow, that was a nasty spawn. And the boss was hitting me at the same time. Bit of a wombo combo. I think we can call it. It's good though. Definitely good. I mean, I might save it. I don't know if we will return to it, though, before you ask that question. Maybe, maybe, but you'd have to have all the people coming back, and that's the issue. Otherwise, if you have one guy on like level 7, I suppose level 7 isn't too far ahead. We'll save it though. And GG. I think this goes into a notepad in one of your Warcraft free folders. So, cool. Well, I'm glad we got to check the map out. It was actually better than I was expecting. So, pretty cool.